Hey guys, here we go, Bell here, and in this clip we are going to be playing Shen versus Renekton in the top lane. So we are running very standard Shen runes. We're running Grasp, Shield Bash, Second Wind, Revitalize on the first page, and the second page is going to be Cheap Shot and Ultimate Hunter. Now these runes are pretty standard and it should be used pretty much against any melee matchup. Now this Renekton matchup is a skill-based one and I played it really poorly, especially at the beginning. I just didn't have good track of my cooldowns, and honestly, I traded really poorly with him for the majority of the laning phase. So against Renekton, the main thing you're going to want to be doing is avoiding his W. Like right there, see? I just walked up level 1. He had a level advantage on me, and I should have known immediately that he was going to W me. For some reason, I thought that he was going to go E second, but he went W, and he was right to do it. So this play right here, I just wanted to make sure, I knew he was going to go for the dive, and I wanted to make sure that I got the kill back onto him. So we hit level 2 just in time, hit the E, taunt him, did the ignite just because I wanted to make sure he died, because I knew that I did not want to be down 1-0 against the Renekton, because he is such an early lane bully. So just taking a Ruby and a potion here, and trying to get back to lane. So obviously we didn't trade very well there, but we did manage to go 1-for-1, so it's not all bad. And notice I'm even though I don't have ultimate yet, I'm still looking around the map every now and then, trying to keep an eye on the mini map just so that I can kind of get a feel for how my lanes are doing, my other lanes. Because I've found that, especially in low elo, it's easy to influence other lanes with Shen. It really is. Okay, now this is a really bad misplay by me. I saw him go into the bush there, and I thought that I could bait him out, okay? So I know he's in the bush right now, but what I didn't see is I did not see the jungler coming from river. So he goes out, and I'm trying to set up a good trade here, but I didn't see the volley. The volley flash eased me, and this is pretty much really bad for me. Luckily, the Renekton is bad and takes 2 big tower shots. Now this is where Ivern kind of misplayed here. I'm pinging my EC because I don't have taunt, and I also don't really have energy. And so I peel for him, and I don't have energy to pull my Q through, and so it was just horrible all the way around. All the way around. I didn't want to go in. I didn't want the Ivern to come. I wasn't ready to go, but he came, and I emptied. So, word of advice, always goes better. If you don't want to fight, just don't fight. You know, and sometimes your team is going to flame you. Like, if I had let him die there, like, I'm sure he would have been upset. But it's Ivern. Come on. He's not going to carry the game with an Ivern, right? He's playing a supportive champion, so. And right here, I'm just going to the chat. I had muted it from the last game. It was so toxic, but I just wanted to tell him, I was like, hey, like, if I ping my E, like, I don't want to fight, like, don't go in. So, communication is important. So now we're back to lane against the Renekton, and now he stayed in lane for some reason because he killed us, and I think just disrespect. And I think a lot of people in low elo feel this way about Shen. Like they just don't respect the damage that Shen can do. And so this is pretty easy. I mean, he walks up, he's low health, and it's just a E, Q, W, blocking his W, and I mean, yeah, that's a really good kill for us. So if people disrespect you as Shen, expose them, okay? The number 1 thing that I have been trying to work on is punishing people when they get out of position. So like, for example, like when I block his W or he misses it, like that's a green light for me. That's when I want to go. I don't want to go in before that, because if he W's me, he's going to delete me. But that's the outplay in this matchup, right? So you have to punish the Renekton when he doesn't have W. But that was actually a pretty good kill there because he got us a shutdown. I got quite a few shutdowns in this game, and it really helped us be very effective. So he's trying to CS here, and the most important thing in lane against Renekton is just it's a battle of W's, right? Like you have to block WVW. So right there, he really is thirsting for it, so I go for the extra taunt. And I actually get the slow here, but I didn't want to commit because he's a little bit ahead of me, and he has a lot more items than I do. So I'm trying to play this a little more passively, plus he has full rage stack. So when he's got full rage, he's going to do so much damage. So we went for the double E there, and this was actually a pretty good outplay by me. So yeah, I used the W to block his stun, and that mitigates most of his damage. That W does so much damage. Right here, I'm just holding the wave so it doesn't go into turret. So again, I see him going to the bush, just popping a word in there. And I'm looking for a chance to trade, but again, right there, see, so he waited out my W, and guess what? He wins the trade. So that's how this matchup goes. If I beat him with my W, I win the trade. If he beats me, he wins the trade. It's just how it works. So we're trying to last it here, doing a really poor job. Yeah, just really poor CSing. And right here, I'm about to do something really dumb. So I literally lose track of my W cooldown here. And I'm thinking that I have Ignite, and if I can get him taunted under turret, then I'm going to kill him. And that's kind of what I was going for there. I was trying to QW, and then I was going to taunt him through turret. But as you can see, my W was still on cooldown, and so a big end there by me. Very bad misplay, just absolute bronze things right there. That's why I'm in this elo. So we're just going Sunfire because I was looking around the map, and I don't know if you noticed, but our support was DCing and reconnecting for like the first 8 to 10 minutes of the game, and so I wanted to go Sunfire because there's going to be a little more damage and it's a little bit higher base stats, and I knew that I was going to need to do a lot. And so when I'm in a game where I feel like I'm not going to get enough damage from the other team, I sometimes skew a little bit more towards damage items so I can carry a little bit harder. Specifically in these low elo games, like when I'm playing with a good team, like yeah, I'll just build full tank and just enable them 100%. But sometimes if teams aren't going to do as much damage, then I have to be able to pick up some of the slack. And so right here, there's a couple opportunities to ult coming up, and I was really just weighing it against I needed farm, and I didn't want to leave Renekton in lane to farm alone. So I don't know where he is currently, but I'm looking at the mini map, trying to CS as best I can, and just looking for where I'm going to make my next play. Again, pinging that the Renekton's missing, don't know where he is. Good to let your team know that, because he could be roaming mid right now, and I mean the Kate is getting just demolished by this Veigar that slaughtered my whole team. But you know, if the Renekton was going mid, then that would make it even worse. So here he comes up the river, and I think he's still disrespecting a little bit of damage. Right there, great outplay. I blocked the E, and then this is where this Ivern goes a little too far. So after that initial trade, I ignited to kind of deter further trading. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can use Ignite as a preventative thing, right? So I ignited him so that he didn't want to go in and fight. And I mean, he just did Renekton things. He just went in and ulted and hit his buttons, and he wins. So it did leave us in a pretty good position, though. And this is why you have to build a Bramble, because he's like full health again. Then right here, I'm just looking for a walk up, like an empowered auto, because I want to get the grasp proc off. So that's what I was looking for right there, especially when I'm a little bit of higher health. But again, now it's pretty even, and he has Fury. So, but right here, so I block the W. He does his whole combo, and this is a good trade. This is what a good trade should look like. Okay, that was a very good trade for us. We blocked his W. Blocked his whole combo basically with our W, and then we get the taunt and the pull through, and we're just hitting for like over half his health bar right there. Now Shen does damage, guys. Shen does damage, okay? And in bronze and silver, whatever, like the ranks that I've been playing at for the past season, people oftentimes do not respect him in lane. they don't know who he is, or I don't know. A lot of people haven't played against him, I guess, but anyway. So right here, I'm ulting the Ivern just because I didn't know if he was going to get that kill. Like, I genuinely did not know if he was going to confirm it, and I wanted to confirm that kill. So I ulted him to go get that Kaisa, and it actually gave me a shutdown, I believe. Yes, a 300 gold shutdown, so that was good for me. And then we're doing this dragon. Trying to get a dragon. And right here, I was trying to peel off, and the volley focuses us. And I think we're going to die here, but I flash here to pull through Q through. So right there, I wanted to make sure that I did something, so I flashed through him so I can pull my Q through. And the volley's still chasing us, and we're actually trading out pretty well, and he ults us. But it's okay, because our team actually frags this out for us. So we go 2 for 1. And I think we get the dragon. So a pretty decent sequence for us, just in terms of like the overall flow of the game. Right, because at this point, up to this point, as you can see, it's 17 to 8, and it used to be just worse. So it was just 16 to 6 in kills. We're down 10 kills, and this was a pretty good play just in terms of getting some momentum for us. Now I did lose turret to the Renekton, and that's just a hazard of playing Shen. I have yet to find out how to play Shen and not lose tower when you roam. But I thought it was going to be worth it. And then, I don't know what my team was doing, but I already ulted, so the Kai'Sa's over there killing them all. And just the Vega, who knows. Yeah, this Veigar is just dumpstering my whole team. But hey, the team you got is the team you have to win with. So, they're getting dumpstered, but we gotta figure out how to handle it. And that's what Shen's all about. And that's one of the reasons why I think he's such a fun champion to play. I'm warding here just because I don't want the Renekton to come through the jungle behind me. Of course, I'm pretty far pushed up, but I gotta farm some. As you can see, I got a little overlay there. I'm pretty crappy CS right now. Been doing a lot of fighting, so. Right here, I didn't want to push all the way up because we don't have very much vision, and I didn't know where people were. So I walked the river, and I see the Renekton on Herald. Now, I have Ignite, and so I know that if I block his combo like that, I can do well. But I did not see that volley right there. So kind of an int, but I did enough that the Renekton actually gets killed there. And then Talon comes in and actually cleans this up, and it's pretty big for us, if I recall. Yes, they kill the Veigar. That volley's 1 health, he's gonna live because he's volley, and they're just gonna go heal off something. But we stopped Herald and killed Renekton. So again, not a great death for us, but we're helping our team get kills, and that's really what I wanted to focus on. I wanted to wait for some boots to finish my 2-2 boot before I built anything else. I kind of forgot to finish them. Now I have R here, and this is probably the biggest problem that I run into playing Shen in like bronze and silver. Is a lot of times people don't want to go in because they don't trust you to ult them, and I mean that's understandable. But like right here, I was really wanting Talon specifically. Like I wanted Talon to go in so I could ult him because I think it would have cleaned. So right there, I thought he was gonna get W'd, so I ulted him. Didn't want him to die. Obviously, it looks like kind of dumb ult because he didn't go in and he didn't get W'd by the Renekton, so he was fine. Would have lived. I could have kept pushing top lane. So that was not a great ult by me, but I'm able to join the ARAM party mid. Trying to dodge as many abilities as we can. We're pretty tanky, but I mean, dodging is the best way to do things, right? Walk out of that Veigar, and ooh, hit a taunt on the Kaisa, and then we start to peel back, and my auto went onto a minion. Now I'm getting kited out, and I get killed by the Kaisa. While my team was, I don't know what they were doing. I thought we were going in. My team looked like they were going to get kills, and I thought they were going to go in. And they didn't. And I died for it. But they ended up killing the Kaisa. She got shut down. This Veigar is going nuts on my team. But it is what it is. So at this point we're 4-6, and for the rest of the game we're just going to go absolutely ham. I don't know, like if we hit like a 6 death power spike, but we just outplayed the other team from here on out. So we're down 12 kills. We're down top and bottom tower. They still have all their towers. I think drags are even, one apiece. They just got our mid turret, so it's looking pretty grim. But we keep playing because there's plays to be made, and this is low elo, guys. This isn't like Challenger. Like, you know, they're gonna make mistakes. That's what you have to remember. Like these games are so messy. Like 26 kills. My team has died 26 times. Okay, I have 6 deaths in 17 minutes. That's ridiculous. That's just way too high. But you know, it gives us an opportunity to win. The game's gonna go on for a while, so we got to keep making plays. I have no idea what this Renekton is doing, but just going in deep, so we're just trying to, you know, trade them out where we can, and then get farm where we can. As you notice, Shen's wave clear is really bad until you get Titanic, and this is even with the Bomby, and it's, you know, it's pretty bad still. So just keep that in mind. Shen is not a wave clear champion. Again, I was a little nervous to push that lane up too far because I didn't want to get caught out. I know that my team needs me to team fight, so I wanted to make sure that I was with them for this dragon, because I would rather have dragon than rift personally. Yeah, and I really want to just focus the dragon here, and they're chasing the Kaisa, so I just started it and made them come get it with me. And see, when you focus it, you get it pretty fast. And I will say that in most scenarios, if you just focus the dragon in bronze and silver, you will get it. Like if you're there first and you focus it, you'll probably get it. Especially if there's a lot of people on you. Okay, so I was really wanting to go top and stop Renekton. And Veigar, I think, who was up there. But the Caitlyn was about to get queued by the volley, and she did get queued by the volley. So I went ahead and saved her. And the Brand ended up getting a kill. And then I didn't know that the Caitlyn was going to ult the Kaisa, so I actually flashed for that and got that kill. And then we got to run bot to stop the Renekton from getting in him. So, and right there, Tal let him back, that's fine. And I'm not a very gold hungry champion. Shen's not, so I was gonna let the Talon take that CS top, and I just went mid with the Brand. And honestly, the Brand probably could have used some more farm too, but he's always gonna do damage, just gonna get farm. And he actually ended up being really big for us in this game because his damage was really big. Now walk away from one second. I'm waiting for my ward to come up. I want to start getting some wards in this jungle. And as I walk away, my Brand gets caged and deleted because their whole team comes to save him. So I did Q there. I thought about going in there, but it was 3v1, and I really wanted to come kill this Renekton. And so the Ivern did a great job actually just staying alive. And I don't know how the Cade died, but oh well. And at this point, we need to get out, right? So we get out and we live. And sometimes living is important, right? So I'm up and the Talon is up. The Talon has pushed up top wave. And the reason why I have to give this tower is because I don't have any range. And if I walk up, I'm just going to get deleted. I'm just going to get poked out by the Veigar and the Kaisa. So I'm just trying to not take damage. I have Brand comes to get me, and I taunt, get him to stay, and I just gave my Talon a triple, right? Like if I don't go in and taunt there, maybe they don't commit, but because they do, my Talon gets triple kill because I taunt the Kaisa, and then they commit to a fight that they really didn't need to be taking. And that's what I'm saying, guys. You can influence these games. I need to back here for an item, and then I'm going to start Trinity Force, Titanic Hydra. And I actually, I think I ult the Talon just because he was taking so much dang damage from the thing, and I really want to secure Baron. So securing objectives is a really like good way to increase your chances of winning. Like if you're getting objectives, you're probably gonna do a pretty good job. And we were down in kills still, but I really wanted Baron, so I went ahead and ulted for it. I think it's a good thing that I did. I'm just taunting the Renekton, and my team picks up the easy double. So, as Shen, if you can draw aggro for your team, that is so valuable. You know, the longer that the enemy team is trying to kill you, that's more damage that your team is doing to them. So, you know, and if you die, you die. But if you're getting your team kills, if you're dying but your team's trading out 1 for 3 like every time, like that's awesome. And like I've won a lot of games like that, just peeling for my team, being willing to die if I need to, so they can get kills. I was faster than her here for some reason. I think maybe Baron buff or something. And so I was just waiting for my taunt. And I hit her. I went and ignited her because I thought maybe I'd get the kill, but she did her little speed thing. So. Now, this is interesting. I don't like just ARAM lanes. Like, I like to be doing something productive. So there was a bunch of people there that weren't going to do anything. So I started to go over to mid, over towards the dragon, and then the Veigar came from behind and just one-shot the Caitlyn. That was really bad. I E'd underneath the volley, and it didn't hit anybody, which was really lame. But one auto on the Veigar kills him. And then I'm looking for dragon. So they've got that taken care of, so there's no reason for me to go. I wanted to get the dragon, especially since it was infernal. And the Renekton is top, pushing inhib right now. And I knew that I didn't want him to get inhib, but I also really wanted dragon, so I was hoping that I could dragon and then back to stop inhib. And luckily Caitlyn gets up and contests him, and then we are able to stop the inhib, which is actually pretty nice. So, and you see me pinging, I ult her and then I'm pinging her to get in so I can get closer. And he ends up leaving, but that's okay because we saved inhib and we scared him off. So, and if we don't ult, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen there? He might get inhib. Maybe the back timer is longer than that ult cast. So. It might not have been necessary, but you never know. Yeah, this was bad. Now this was bad because the reason why that was a questionable ult is because I really needed ult here. I really needed ult here to go in. As you can see, they shut down the talent, but it worked out okay because as I'm looking here, I'm just looking for who I need to hit with taunt, and I ended up hitting 2. I thought I hit the volley 2, but I actually only hit 2. And look at this damage we're doing. I mean, we're just shredding. Like, just shredding. And then Caitlyn comes up and they're able to get the kill on the volley. And that's that. Easy money. And now the momentum is really starting to swing for us. We're winning team fights pretty heavily. And the kill gap has gone from like 12 kills, I think, or 10 or 12 kills to 1 kill advantage for them. And the Kai'Sa, oh, I just couldn't get there in time. But it's okay. We flash into her, and that our Q slowed her. If you notice, we pulled it right into her character model, and it ended up slowing her as she was running away from us. So got the kill on the Kai'Sa. And right here, I'm just pinging the Caitlyn back. I'm gonna get this scuttle. Just eat it there to get rid of the shield, and then Q through it. And that's pretty much it. I don't know why. Our Ivern literally just ran it down right there. I'm very confused at what that was all about because he literally just ran it down, but I guess sometimes it happens. What you gonna do? I have ult, and I really thought about ulting the Talon there, but I didn't trust him to go back in. So, now see, he ulted, so I ulted him, thinking that he was actually going to commit, and he just jumps out, and then makes my ult worthless. I'm like, dude, you ulted like I thought you were going to commit. But that's whatever. It happens. It happens. Good kill right there by my team. Getting that Vagar down is huge. Oh, this is super frustrating. We're going to catch up the Renekton, and it should be an easy kill. And somehow our taunt misses, like he kind of dodges it. And that's whatever. And the Pantheon actually altered in as a big mistake. Also, here's what I'm talking about. So right here, they're coming in on me, but I know that they can't really kill me. So I wait to E them for my team to get there because I'm just like, this is going to be an easy kill. And then a subtlety there, so if you notice, I E'd the volley, but I ignited the Renekton because I honestly had no idea how much Grievous wounds my team had, and I wanted to make sure that some healing reduction went on to that Renekton. So I E'd the volley, and I have Thornmail, and then I ignited the Renekton to get Grievous wounds onto both of them in case they weren't attacking me already. And right here, I wasn't sure what to go. I thought about going Death's Dance because of damage. But I actually think it was a good choice for us. I went Sterix. And the amount of damage that I was doing the last few minutes of this game was insane. And I think it might have been because of Sterix. I've never built Sterix on Shen. Usually Titanic's the only damage item that I get around building. But luckily, I was so tanky, and I needed to do damage, I felt like. So I did. I built it. Right here, I'm just checking to make sure I don't need to ult the Talon, and as a result, I missed the scuttle, but oh well. And then I saw him use Cage, so I can walk up for free, and I'm worried because I know he can't trap me, and I trust myself to dodge. So honestly, I tried the same thing here. I wanted to focus the dragon. You see me said in chat, and probably wasn't the best idea. We probably should have fought, and I actually get caught, and the Vagar gets a double right off the bat, but luckily the brand is still up, and so I stopped to ult the brand because the brand is like all my damage, and so at this point I'm just peeling for him so he can do damage, and he hits a great zone use here, and which lets me get low, and then I come back and peel for him again. You see, I wanted to chase, but I came back and peeled for him. He did die to the Kaisa. My taunt hits. Vagar's the only one left, and there you have it. Did not realize I was the only one left there, but I was the only one left alive. And that's the power of Shen, guys. You're tanky. You do damage. You got CC. You can ult your team. You know. So I was pretty proud of that play right there. Now I just come back to push out some waves. And this is when we really start to do damage. Look at the damage we're doing these minions. I mean, look at that Titanic, and then just the damage. Even on our base autos. I mean, I guess we have 250 AD. It doesn't seem like it, but we started doing really good damage here in the late game. Oh, me and the Kate. I have 3 levels on her. And at this point we see Volley on the Baron, and he was like the only one there, so I want to go contest it for sure. And my E was just too short. He started his Q right as it went off. And I didn't really want to chase this because I felt like we were going to run into his whole team. And I was like, I don't really want to chase it. But my team does, of course. And so I taunt the Renekton, and then throw Ignite on the Pantheon. And I think the Ignite actually ended up killing the Pantheon. And there's no point in chasing this, really. I thought that I might be able to get the E flash off, but I was out of range. But, you know, pog play. Vagar is out here killing my whole team still, and I thought he was the only one left, but he wasn't. Kaisa comes out of nowhere. I ult the Caitlyn, which makes the Kaisa flash back over, and then it was time for us to get out. And you see me pinging here, and my team pinging here to get out. And unfortunately, this was a horrible back spot, and even more unfortunately, the Caitlyn was not as tanky as I was, clearly. So she died for it. I didn't. but that was my bad anyway. I should have pinged her off that bush and taken her to my own jungle. And at this point, I knew that the Veigar was really the only person that could hurt us, because I didn't think I could die to anyone, and I was pretty sure. So I went for Abyssal, and I'm just letting my team know I'm going to build Abyssal and focus when I taunt, because you get a 50% increase in damage. And I'm sure they know that, but I just want to make them aware, like, hey, focus my taunt. So we make sure to get that bonus damage and delete whoever I'm focusing. Ah, he missed his E and I missed my E as well. But this is what I'm talking about. Like, we're just strong. Like, we're just so much stronger than him, and he thinks he's stronger than me. And we get a little bit of assistance, but I'm pretty sure that would have been an easy solo kill and we're like full health. So, pretty wild, if you ask me. I can right here, the Veigar, he does get a kill, but, you know, we're going to clean that up, so. Oh, and this is very tragic. They were both one hit, and they split, and I'm looking for the volley, and he queued away from me. So kind of a pega play right there by me, that I couldn't confirm those kills, but it happens. I should have chased better, positioned better. Snag the Gromp for ourselves, because greed, why not? And this is when my team started to be like, Veigar is too strong, I need to focus him. And I just told them, I was like, I don't think I can die. I was like, I don't think any of them can kill me. And they just told me to try and focus the Veigar. I said I'd do my best, but I gotta wait out the cage. So the cage is really the only thing that was gonna stop us that game, is if we got hit by a cage. Down. My team wants to force Baron here, which is smart. And if you saw the match chat earlier, I told them that I was going to stop scaling pretty soon, and we needed to win quickly, which is the truth. So we had to win, because otherwise the Veigar was going to outscale us, and he would have just been able to 1v9. Pretty straightforward gameplay right there. Brand R, big damage, double taunt. I don't take any damage. What is damage? And that's that. And I ulted the Talon here just because I felt like we were going to go end, and I didn't want him to somehow get killed by the Veigar. I just want to confirm that kill. So I ulted him. And right here, I'm not going to chase. And I took a couple tower shots, and I was like, oh wait, I don't take any damage. And then the Ivern shielded me, so I didn't have to wait for the wave. We just went straight for the tower. And right here, I wasn't sure I wanted to tank this one, but then I was like, yep, let's do it. Let's do it. Ivern put a shield on me. I queued my shield. Massive shield. And then I can just tank the whole turret. The wave gets there. And at this point, it's pretty much GG's, guys. We won the game, and we started out super behind, so never give up. Never give up on your games. Play your games out, you know? You never know when you might win. And right here, I'm just continuing to peel, right? Like, I'm just trying to peel and keep my damage alive, because my damage is okay, like in a 1v1, but in a team fight, like, your damage is irrelevant as Shen, pretty much. Especially if your team actually has damage dealers. So you want to keep them alive. Do anything you can to keep them alive. And bottom line is that's how we ended up winning this game, by peeling for the Kate, peeling for the Talon, and getting some of those big dive targets, the volley and the Renekton off of them. That's how we won. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. It was a fun game to play. Oh wow, I actually did that on Bronze 2, so it's Bronze 1, 13 LP. I got an S-. Not good farm, but pretty good everything else. 17, 6, and 26. And a decent amount of damage on Shen. I was pretty pleased with how much damage I did on Shen. So, anyway, I hope that you learned something. If you have a question, or if you have a critique about my gameplay, drop it in the comments. If you liked it, throw a like on the video, and we will see you next time.